everybody, and welcome to the Stamperia Fortune mini album tutorial series that was designed for Scrap and Create. Now this is the completed album and this is the storage box that I've made to store the album in. If you are following the tutorial, you do not have to make this box. Obviously it is an extra. You can just do the tutorial with the album and leave the box off. Or you can make your own box with chipboard or a box that you have at home. You do not have to purchase this album box either. But the box, if you would like to purchase that, is linked in the description box below, as well as all the products that I will be using to make my album. Now we're going to go through piece by piece and I'm going to show you all of the different supplies that you will need to create this album if you choose to follow the tutorial. First, we're going to go through all of the supplies that are available on the Scrap and Create website, and everything will be linked in the description box below, so you can click on those links to purchase your products to follow the tutorial. So from the Fortune collection, I have the 12 by 12 double-faced sheets, and I have the 12 by 12 background papers. I also have one set each of the 8 by 8 backgrounds and the double-faced sheets. I have one of the rice papers. There are several in the collection, but I have chosen this one. And the rice paper is only going to be needed if you are purchasing the wooden box that I have available in my Etsy shop to keep the album in. If you don't plan on making the box, you don't need the rice paper. Then from the collection, I also have the adhesive paper cutouts for some embellishments. Now, when you order from Scrap and Create, you will get a pack of coordinating charms while supplies last. So I have my little bag here with the charms that I will be using throughout my album. If you didn't order from Scrap and Create, you might want to select some charms that are coordinating with your papers. I will also be using some trim, and I have the Graphic 45 trim in black here that I will be using for this project. And I'm going to be using some of the Graphic 45 matte pearl gems. Again, these are from Scrap and Create, so it will be linked in the description box below, along with one of the Graphic 45 antique metal door pulls. Again, this is only needed if you are going to be building the box that I have in my Etsy shop to store the album in. So this will be attached to the box. It will not be on the album. Now for the base of my album, I will be using heavyweight chipboard. So I've got a couple of sheets here. I use 8.5 by 11 sheets, but you can use whatever size you want, whether it's 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12. For my pages, I will be using Kraft cardstock. I use the Recollections brand from Michaels. Use whatever brand you prefer. I do prefer the 65 pound, but again, if you like heavier, you can go ahead and use it. I just don't like it because I feel like it cracks. This is the wooden storage box that I will be using to store my album. It does open like this, but it will actually stand up. It's hard to see though when it's on camera. So I have it this way, so it stands up and you will be able to place your album inside of this. So if you do not want to purchase this and just make the album, that is perfectly fine. This will be linked in the description box below if you do want to purchase it. As far as basic supplies, you will need a scoring board and a scoring tool. If your scoring board does not have a paper trimmer attached to it, you will want to have a paper trimmer. Next, I have my ruler, my regular scissors, and my fussy cutting scissors. Then I have my piercing tool. I have a pencil, I have my craft knife, and I have my bone folder. And then I have my adhesive that I typically prefer, but you can use whatever you would like to do. Now, I did forget to mention these when I was going through the products available on the Scrap and Crate website. So these are basic gray magnets, so they will be linked in the description box below if you want to pick up some of these. And then I have some brads here. I have, these ones are silver and black. I'm not sure which color I will be using. They are Recollections brand. You can use any color, any shape, any size you prefer. Now, if I use my charms on different things throughout my album, I typically prefer a thinner cord than ribbon, so I will probably be using this black hemp cord here, just based on the color scheme, but all of them could potentially match. And since I'm using the black trim, I figured the black would probably be my best option. Now, one final thing that I did use in my album was my Crop-a-dile and 4 eyelets. But if you do not have a Crop-a-dile, you have a regular eyelet setter, you can use that. If you don't have an eyelet setter or a Crop-a-dile and you don't want to purchase it, you don't absolutely have to do this. It is perfectly fine to either just pierce a hole with a regular hole punch or to completely leave this step off and not use this for your album. Now, those are all the supplies that you will need to create your own mini album and box if you choose to do so. If you have not followed one of my tutorials before, they tend to be broken down into parts to make them more manageable. I will show you all of the measurements. I will show you how to score different things, how to assemble the pieces. I'll give you measurements for the decorative papers and show you where I've cut them from. So all you have to do is follow along. Now, they are designed for you to pause after I give you measurements and what to do and assemble your project while the video is paused and then resume the video and continue. So I don't typically do a lot of gluing and other things on camera because those don't tend to be very interesting and it makes for a very long video. So I hope you will follow along and enjoy this tutorial, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.